Hey guys, so today I'm doing something a little different by doing a lesson via a live stream. So, doing it at an odd time. I don't know who's around or whatnot, but we'll have some fun with it. And what I did is I have a bit of background music that I'm going to work with, and then just this guitar with a guitar sound here. And what I want to talk about today is extending the basic pentatonic slash blues scale and talk about different notes you can add in and how you can use them so you're not just tired playing the same basic pentatonic riffs all the time. So the first one we're going to talk about is the 9. So we're going to work in A minor slash C major here. And I want to add in this one note that the first person I heard do it was Carlos Santana. It's just the 9. In this case, it's a B. So in any pentatonic scale, you're going to find it in 2 places. More than 2, but the 2 that we're going to use here. Here on the 3rd string, you're dropping back a half step. And on the 1st string, you're going to find it again there. Usually you skip right to that note, but we're going to add it in there. Adds a nice kind of emotive quality, I think, that's not normally there. Now, I'm going to put on this bit of background music here. I've got a session loaded up with Reaper, and I'm just going to play along with it and add that note in a little bit so you can hear what I'm talking about. So I think you can see, just by adding that, it takes you out of that very basic blues box where it's the same thing over and over again. It's just one note, but it's a really emotive one. And when the song, the background music there kind of switches from the A part to the B part, it's going from the A minor bass to a C major bass. It sounds really nice. I love that turnaround there too. Just that basic major chord. It's like a G major chord. So that's one of the notes you can add into it. And like I said, it's something I kind of picked off of Carlos Santana years and years ago. Another one that's the most common one you see people use is the flat 5, the diminished 5th, right? So that would be from here. That Spy Hunter stand. That's one I like to use quite a bit as well. I generally tend to use it with double stops like I just did there. I'll also use it in an odd spot, like I'll take something that's a little shreddery, right? And I'll drum to there. That same note. So let's listen to that with some background music as well. And see how we can insert it. So not as consonant sounding, right? It's not as melodic. It's just something you're going to throw in here and there. I wouldn't use it as often. as I would the 9 note, but it's definitely got its uses, and it also allows you to do some like 3 note per string stuff if you're using it here. So you can do stuff, add a little quickness. So it gets very bluesy when you do it in that kind of context. So that's 2 of them, right? You have a 9 and you have the flat 5. Another one I like to use a lot is the borrowing from the Dorian, so it would be a major 6. So in this key, you have a minor 6th, right? Would be the F, but I like to add in the F sharp, so go to a major note, even though we're in the minor key. So it's got a very nice 60s, 70s British invasion blues sound, I guess. I'm going to hit the background music and do it again. So you can hear that adds a nice little flavor to it. It's, again, a little bit of a difference to just the basic pentatonic scales. Now we're going to look at adding a major 3rd in. This one's pretty common with blues players and modern rock players, right, that use blues scales. It's kind of got a country feel to it. So mostly you see guys only using the major 3rd right there on the 3rd string. So if they're in a pentatonic, you'll see them add that major 3rd from the A major triad. So in this case, it's a C sharp. And you hear stuff like... I like to add it over here on the high string too. Has a nice feel to it and really takes you to a different place with the music. So again, with the background. Get the music going here. Oh, flubbits. A little more challenging to fit that in there when it switches to a C major, because now we've got a C and a C sharp at the same time. So you have to be careful where you use it in the turnaround. But over the A minor chord, definitely works nicely. And there's one other thing that I like to put in there, and that is, we talked about the major 6th, the Dorian. I like to put in the minor 6th, right from the scale. Use that F, so instead of just it gets much more minor sounding and, to me, much more emotive. So again, with music. That half note bend in there. I'm using a full minor scale. Yeah, so you got that. Adds a lot of more emotional context than just a basic pentatonic scale, and it's only that one note that you need. You can find it up here too if you want to work your way up out of the box a little. You go up a whole step, then that half step there. So that's the last of the notes there. Just checking my stream there for a second. Okay. So now I want to mix it all together, right? This is where you really start to get into something. I'm going to have the diminished fifth. Use the 9. The 6. Occasionally, even a major 6. Maybe I'll throw a major 3rd in there. So now we're throwing everything at it, all at once that we just talked about. And you can really step out of just playing basic blues scales this way. So one more time with the music. There it is. That's putting everything together, moving around a little bit. Obviously, I went out of the box too. It's just an octave here, right? Same scale. One of the positions I like to play in when I'm working in a minor key is to find the root note on the 3rd string. So here we have an A, right? The A. There's your A pentatonic. Here's your A on the G string, and there's just a little pattern in there from the full major scale, a little box that you can use to play really well on the blues. And that is that box there. So it's the root note, whole step behind it. And then on the B and the E string, it's this pattern here. First finger, second finger, third finger, and then the same thing on the next string. So if I'm playing, say, in the key of E minor, how do I find that, right? I find the E note on the G string and then do that same pattern. Whole step behind the note and then this box here. So that's kind of a little bonus position there. And that's it, man. That's how I extend the blues. That's all the different ways I take pentatonics. It works in every context. It doesn't just have to be a blues background. It works great in a rock and metal context as well. Those are all the positions you can work with. And I hope that all made sense and you guys can put it to good use yourself. Like I always say at the end of my videos, if you come up with something cool with it, share it with me and post in the comments on the videos and everything. I want to hear what you guys are doing with the stuff that I'm showing. And that's it for today, guys. So